All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. I want to start off in the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 14. And it reads, "The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit." And as I came across this clip, all right, as you see, it's on Fox News dealing with get this guy's name. It was Carson Tucker and this woman, and more perverseness is being spoken out. Right now, you're gonna see what I say when I play the clip. So when you go into this word perverse from the late 14th century, it says what? Wicked, unnatural, degenerate, perverse, contrary. Okay? Figuratively, turned away from what is right, wrong, malicious, spiteful, corrupt. All right? So as you see on the screen, it says, and the person that owns the page, they put say what now? And you have some parents are now raising Theybies. Why are they doing this? Because now they don't want to label their children at birth, okay? Because now they're pushing this agenda of we want children to be able we want children to want to be able to label themselves, identify themselves as their own gender without us labeling them as a gender for them. Okay, so you see what we have come to? Do you see what we have come to? Even though you have a child, okay, and clearly you'll know they are from their genital parts, right? You say you don't want to label them a boy or a girl because you want them to make a choice of what gender they want to choose to be. This is perverse. This is unnatural, man. Okay? And as the more we go on in this wicked place, we see how things are going. And this is why we say we want to get the hell up out of here. Can you imagine being here in 10 years? Lord willing, this was our last Passover that we just had, But can you just imagine the thought of being here in 10 years? We all be through. So that's what we pray to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, that we be delivered out of here very soon. And that we may endure and occupy till he comes. So let's play this clip.
Having a baby used to be a straightforward proposition. Having a baby used to be a straightforward proposition. You could have a boy or you could have a girl. But now there's a third option. It's called steep civilizational decline. A handful of parents across America are deliberately keeping their children's sex hidden and instead raising so-called Theybies. The idea is that only the children themselves should be able to decide whether they are boys or girls, without any of that pesky biological reality getting in the way. It's all very confusing, like a lot of 2018 is. So, of course, we called in our interpreter of all things progressive, our liberal Sherpa, Kathy Aru, founding publisher of Catalina Magazine. She joins us tonight. So, Kathy, goes without saying you're for this, of course.
Yep.
But doesn't this mean if you're going to raise a Theyby, how would you be able to change your child's diaper? Because the second you change the diaper, of course, you'd no longer be able to pretend that there was a question about whether this was a boy or a girl. You would know.
Well, it's not about pretending. The parent definitely knows the gender. It's about not necessarily labeling the baby. It's about allowing the baby to decide what gender that baby wants to be when that baby can decide, which is around 4 years old. So from 0 to 4, the baby will not be labeled. The labeling theory will not apply from 0 to 4 years old. The baby will be a theyby, neither a boy nor a girl, whatever gender that baby chooses to be.
What other profound life decisions do we think people ought to be making at the age of 4? Are there any others?
Well,
whether to get a tattoo, whether to get married, enlisting in the military, voting, drinking vodka.
Yeah, see, this is complete madness. All right. This is complete madness that a child when they become 4, that they can start to basically have this identifies of what they want to be. All right, so it says parents refers to kids as they and them instead of he or she to avoid stereotypes. Man, this guy has to, this devil has to get pulled up out of power. Okay, now there's only 2 genders. All right, 2, and guess what? It's male and female. Point blank. Period. All right. So let's go to the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 27. It says, and I'll just read it verbatim. It says, so God created man in his own image, in the image of God. He created him, male and female created he them. Okay? There you go. So there's only 2 genders, and one is male and one is female. Okay? Genesis 5 verse 2, male and female he created he them. He blessed them and called their name Adam in the day when they were created. Okay. Let's even go into the animal. Okay, the animal kingdom. Genesis 6 verse 19, and every living thing of all flesh, 2 of every sort shall thou bring into the ark to keep them alive with thee. They shall be male and female. Okay? You see where this is going? 2 genders, okay? Male and female. That's it. All right? There's nothing more than that. Let's continue playing.
Smoking Marlboro Reds. Is there anything else that we think 4-year-olds are ready to decide?
This isn't actually a profound life decision. I mean, biologically.
Yeah.
See, E is unnatural. He's carnal and he's unnatural and he's contrary to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. That's why we call him the devil, because he's the deceiver, and this is why we call him Satan, because he's the adversary and he's the opposer against the Most High. All right, and you can't change biology. All right. Now, when you're dealing with the chromosomes, we know that X is the chromosome, is one of the 2 sex chromosomes, right? And it says humans and most mammals have 2 sex chromosomes, the X and Y. Females have what? 2 X chromosomes in their cells, while males have X and Y chromosomes in their cells. What does it say again? Females have 2 X's, and a male has an X and a Y. And guess what? You cannot overturn that. No matter how much you want to try to strip a man of his body parts, no much how a woman wants to strip herself of her body parts and they want to turn trans. Guess what? If you're a woman, you still born with and have 2 X chromosomes, and the man has the XY chromosome, even if he wants to change his gender. Okay? Or his identity, which still can't even be changed, because guess what? Through your body, you're still a man. So it's like, even we're dealing with the physicality aspect, right? You don't lose your strength just because you cut your rod off. You see? Women, you don't gain strength just because you cut your tits off, and you take and y'all both take hormone pills and things like that. Like you don't lose that because that's naturally in you. Oh boy.
There's nothing really going on from 0 to 4 in that area that affects a person's life. Biologically, the experts say that boys and girls, all genders are alike. The boy's brain, the male brain, might be a little larger. The female's language might be a little bit more advanced.
Okay, no
maybe,
sexism on my show. Hold on, whoa, slow down. No, here you're out there like
they say maybe
boys'
those
brains
things are
are
true.
larger, and I just want to say that kind of toxic masculinity has no place on this program.
Sorry,
thank you very much.
but that's all they can think of.
The bottom line is. Yeah, all they could think of, like difference in brain size, difference in genitalia, difference in bone structure, just minor things like minor things like that. Not perhaps, like factually. So those are not minor things; those are definitive things.
Minor.
So, like, why would you not tell your kids about that? At some point they're going to drop trow and look down and say, "Wait, we look different." And you're going to be like, "No, you don't. You're exactly the same."
And
that's lying, isn't it?
That's when the child, they say, is around 4 years old. So around 0 to 4, we're not going to say to a little female, a girl, that you're a little princess, or boy, you're such a tiger. The labels are gone. You're not going to put that outside influence on a child. You're just going to be neutral. Everything's going to be.
These people are Satan, man. Oh, man, these are just things that vex us and upsets us continually, man, As in the days of Lot, as he was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, man, we are the same vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. And that goes into their mannerisms and customs. And we see these type of things being we are seeing this madness all around the globe, okay, being placed all around the globe, and people are intrigued with the image of the beast, okay? They are intrigued with the image of the beast, the ways of this place, okay? And the image of the beast goes into, East philosophies and things of that sort. Okay, this is part of the image. This is part of the image of the beast speaking. Let's continue.
Okay, the outside influence of biological reality.
Not
so would you do this with anything
perception.
else? But could we decide that we're not going to acknowledge temperature or weather or traffic? And you could just say, you know what? I don't think it's raining outside. Or you can decide whether it's raining outside. I mean, the weatherman says it is, that there's snow on the ground. Or the weather, you know what I mean? The weatherman says that it's 15 degrees out. But I'm going to, you know what I mean? Just kind of make up my own reality.
The parents who are really leading this
we acknowledge
movement.
You see? And that's a good point that he brung out, That's a very good point that he brung out. And I mentioned, how this is part of the image of the beast. The image of the beast goes into what the philosophies and, democracy and idolatry, religion, homosexuality, adultery, covetousness, lies, okay? Goes into the financial system and things of that sort, okay? And the image of the beast is what you see being pushed all over the globe, all right? Okay, it goes into what more of like, Hollywood entertainment, the political system, the military industrial complex and patriotism and the financial system. I think I already said the philosophies, So the ways of this place, this is all how you see the image of the beast speaking. And we're showing you it. Okay? We are showing you how the image of the beast is speaking.
Biology and nature as real, right?
But the biology, the parents who came out with this, who came out in the New York Times and started this Theybies awareness, this gender-neutral awareness for babies, basically said, why should people be so obsessed if your baby is going to be a boy or a girl? Who cares about that area? It's actually a little human. We are bringing a little human into the world. Who cares about the genitalia? Who cares?
May I just suggest why? And this isn't just my opinion, but the opinion of every person who's ever lived going back, let's just say 10,000 years for the sake of neatness. Because men and women are completely different in key ways.
Babies?
Can we not say that anymore?
Babies are different. Babies aren't different. They're little
they are.
human beings, and there's really...
These people are fucking stupid, man. She's gonna say how his baby's different. One is a boy and one is a girl. And that baby is gonna turn into, I guess you'll say, child, right? And then she turns into a young woman. Okay, that will be able, once she pass her the 5 her age, will be able to do what? To bear children, and he will become a young man, and he'll be able to put his seed in a woman who is able to bear children. That's procreation. All right, we're going to skip it. We're not even going to use the teenager term they use, because you could throw that out the window as well. Just like I mentioned, the word cheating and dating in the last video I did, which that's goes back to adultery, right? Throw those words out the window. Throw teenagers out the window too, because that is complete madness. A young woman becomes a girl becomes a young woman once she passes the 5 her age. Okay, puberty changes, from boys and girls to men, from a boy to a man, and from a girl to a woman, young woman. Okay, but they're babies. What difference? How different are they? What do you mean? But see, this is madness, and this is why we got to get the hell up out of here. I'm not gonna speak no more on this lesson. Lord willing, maybe edifying. Till next time, I want to say shalom. Complete madness.